hold. So if it's a left-hand hold, I'm going to turn right. To what? To the magic number. Wings level or beam the fix, whichever one's happens later. Time for 1 minute. Twist. What? Tail or bottom to magic number. Throttle as needed. Top, same thing. Time and altitude. And last one is turn in the opposite direction to intercept the inbound course.
So you don't have to wait till you're back inbound on the course to call ATC, do you?
No.
You just do it right when you're...
So you would call them while you're actually on the outbound leg of the entry. Because otherwise, I guarantee you, you will forget it, just like I did. And ATC's like, you guys in that hold yet? Yeah, we're actually in our second loop. Okay, now on this one, on a parallel, now I'm going to make a disclaimer. On a parallel entry, when you turn inbound, you will need to use what? How many degrees of intercept?
A whole bunch.
45. Plan on it. Every parallel entry, plan on it. If you did the parallel entry correct, plan on a 45-degree intercept. Otherwise, you got no chance of getting back to that fix in time. Okay? And that's because on a parallel entry, if I came in like this on a parallel, I go outbound on my magic number. Look, I'm already dead on the course to start with. So now I'm going to turn again away from it, and if I only did a 30-degree intercept, chances are I'm not even going to get back on course. So I need at least a 45 to get back onto that course inbound. So whenever I do a parallel, always going to be a 45. Next rule of thumb, if I'm holding over a VOR and I have full deflection on any entry, I will need 45 degrees. Okay? So what's the difference between a direct and a parallel entry? The direction you turn. They are identical entries. Okay? If we draw it out, okay? I've got a parallel, I'm going to come in, I'm going to turn out, turn around, intercept my course, I'm inbound, right? Let's come in on a direct. I'm going to come in, I'm going to turn outbound, I'm going to turn around and intercept on my course. They're identical. Okay? Any questions on that so far? So parallel and direct entry really are identical. Other than the direction that you turn, one's on the protected side, one's on the unprotected side. So let's look at it real quick. How do we divide? How do you divide up a hold and stuff?
20 degrees.
So we go up 20 degrees, right? I draw a line down through it. Okay? So right over here is my division between parallel and direct. Okay? So let's do the two situations. Let's do a parallel entry. I'm coming in. What am I going to do?
Go the outbound.
Turn left to
To
the magic number. Fly for 1 minute. Then I'm going to turn left again to intercept the course. Okay? Let's do a direct. I'm going to come in and I'm going to turn right to the magic number. Then I'm going to come around and intercept the course. So down here, from here below, they're identical. Look at this huge thing you just added in, though, by doing a direct. That's like over, what is that? Like 260 degrees. So you just added in this humongous 260-degree turn, and this is the one situation for Benji in which you have to wait for that to from to flip, because you're going to go wings level clear back here, And most students are going to start their time right there, and 1 minute's going to put them like right here. And they're totally going to miss it. So that is the one situation where you will get a to-from flip because of the direct entry. So if I've got the choice between a direct and a parallel, which one's easier? Parallel. Boom, right to my heading, time for 1 minute. I'm not doing a 260-degree turn all the way around. So that's why a parallel is preferable. If all I've got a choice is a direct, if I'm down here, well, I'm going to take the direct. Okay? Now, once again, these entries, the reason it's divided at 20 degrees is because of maximum holding speeds. If you're at your maximum holding speed and you were to do a parallel entry right here, you technically would exceed your limits or whatever. So it's all based on your protection.
Would the 20 degrees be the other way for the right turns you're doing? The 20 degree slant you have going from left to right, that's the left turns, wouldn't it?
It's only that way.
Awesome. Okay, here we go. I know exactly where he's going. Let's talk about that real quick. Okay? There's two different scenarios. Let's draw them out. This is my heading indicator. Here's a right-hand turn. Here's a left-hand turn. Okay? If I'm looking at my heading indicator for a right-hand turn, how do I divide it?
From right to left.
Right. Man, I'm on one today.
That's right. Happens to all of us at one point.
Okay, and here's where, I don't care what you teach, whatever you do, we always said teardrop. It kind of is small, it looks like a teardrop. Teardrop, smallest piece of the pie, whatever you want to go with. Teardrop, I'm going to cry out of my right eye because I'm doing right-hand turns. Whatever you want to remember it. If you start doing the hand things, though, I guarantee your students are going to mess it up. Because they're going to forget which finger's supposed to point where, and it just really goes, it gets dirty, okay? So, teardrop, I'm looking at my heading indicator, it's on the right. Okay? When I look at a map, though, teardrop, parallel, direct. It's opposite. Why?
For right turns.
These are right-hand turns. Teardrop's over there, parallel's there, direct's down there. Why did it flip? No idea. Because I'm asking opposite questions. When I'm in the airplane, I want to know where the radial is, or the course. When I'm looking at a map, I want to know where the airplane is. So it's actually two opposite questions. Okay, so that's why they flip. That's the reasoning why. Now, if you want to take it one step further, you could even draw it on there. Don't teach your students this method unless they're having problems with holds, okay? Most students will not get this method. It confuses them. Don't do it. Unless they're really having a hard time with holds, this is an alternate method of how to teach holds. Here's my heading indicator. I'm on a heading of 180. I'm told to, let's see here, we're going to hold southwest on the 210. Okay? So 210 is going to be over here, right? What kind of an entry is that going to be?
Standard turns.
Standard turns.
Teardrop.
It's teardrop, right?
Yeah.
Because I know how to divide up my little thing, and that's just in the teardrop zone. Now my brain says, okay, no problem. We haven't gotten to teardrop yet, so maybe I shouldn't use teardrop. Hold southeast, 160. Okay, so we're going to do a parallel. They look at it, they say, okay, that's in the parallel zone, no problem, boom. What's my memorized procedure? Parallel, I'm going to turn left to 160, fly for 1 minute, twist the tail to 160, turn back inbound, intercept the course. They just have it memorized, it just flows like that. Okay? 99% of students, that's what's going to be the easiest method of how to teach them. Memorize this, and every hold's the same from there out. It's very easy. This is the only thing you have to memorize and then know how to divide up. Okay? Let's draw it out though. If I'm looking at a heading indicator, technically, this is me, the airplane, flying.